Welcome. Welcome to Recovery as a Process. And I would like to cover a few things for you. First, let's talk about building this recovery plan. I hope by now you've gotten your calendar book. I hope by now you understand the importance of a recovery shower. I hope by now that you understand that you need to be talking about something positive about you, your positive affirmation that you have wrote down for every day. Go to a website, look at positive affirmations, pick out the ones you like, and start writing them in your book. At the same time, I hope that by now you know the importance of eating, sleeping, drinking water, walking, some form of exercise. What we're going to do is we're going to condition. We must condition. But first, I want to say, go ahead and subscribe. Let's get this out of the way. Go ahead and subscribe. Like or dislike. Give me a comment. We're going to talk about a comment today. And hit the bell. Hit the bell. One of the comments we're going to talk about is somebody said, "Who are you? Who are you?" Well, my name is Gregory, and I am a recovery coach. I'm a recovery coach specialist. I help with different addictions. I'm an addiction specialist. I help with different addictions, whether it be gambling, overeating. I don't do sex addiction. It's very hard on the internet. At the same time, overeaters. When I say overeaters, I'm talking about just buffing and fine-tuning some things. But my forte, my niche, is alcohol and drugs. And the reason why I chose alcohol and drugs is because that's the most devastating thing that's going on in our country today. I happen to know about it, so therefore I have chosen to share information about it. When I say share information about it, I'm here to give you everything I know. I have been working in the addiction field for at least, well, we're going to say since 1997. No, January 1997. I've started in the field. I've learned a few things. As far as educational-wise, I went to the University of Cincinnati, and I worked in the addiction field. I studied in the addiction field. Today I'm a social worker, and I am a licensed chemical dependency counselor, independent. When I say independent, I guess that's the highest you can get. I'm internationally certified alcohol and drug counselor. I have chosen to go to a few schools, such as Terrence Gorski's school. I do a lot of studying. When I say I do a lot of studying, I do a lot of studying about the disease of addiction. I do a lot of studies about not so much as diagnosing. I know I can diagnose, but what I do today is I try to help people live with the diagnosis. A lot of times people can tell you who you are or what's wrong with you, but they do not know how to help you get back into society as a productive member of society. That's what I have chosen to do the rest of my life. One of the most important things that I need you to know is that, okay, I'm a recovery coach. I'm also a clinician, but I choose to work with people that's in recovery, and I choose to coach them. If you live in Cincinnati, I have a clinical service that I offer and so forth, but right now I'm dealing with the rest of the world that have not experienced opportunities, the world that has not learned how devastating the disease of addiction is. Another thing about me is that I want to condition you and get you ready and get you prepared for what's to come. You might experience some things, however, What I want to do is I want to work with you closely. My perspective, or what I choose to let people know, is I work off a strength-based perspective. That's one reason why I enjoy being a recovery coach. We're not going to talk about the bad stuff. We're going to talk about the good stuff. And eventually you'll tell me the bad stuff that you want to change. And I'll share with you information on the change factor. Out in the world, they call me a change agent. They call me they call me a lot of different names, but I prefer to be called a recovery coach. I prefer to work with people that want some help, want a new perspective, want to improve in their life, want to get back to their life, the positive things in their life. That's one reason why this channel is called Recovery is a Process, because it is. Another thing that you might not know is that I have 23 years clean. When I say clean, I'm talking about free of alcohol, drugs, and those type of things. So what I'm here to do is to share with you and give you everything I have. Everything. I help with different clients. I don't pick and choose. I'm going to say, I'm sorry to use the word client. I don't want to use the word client. I don't want to use the word patient. I want to use the person. I want to say the person, because that's who you are. You are a person. You choose to get better. Everybody don't get better at the same time. I understand that. I meet people when they come out of detox. I meet people when they come out of intensive care. I meet people when they come out of aftercare. I meet people when they come out of intensive outpatient. I meet people after they come out of 20-day programs and 90-day programs. I meet you where you at. You might have 2 years and you might feel stuck, and you might want to just get a little more information. But I'm here. I'm here to share what I have. So I don't know if that's enough for you, but again, I would like for you to keep coming back to the video. I would like for you to understand that change will take place. Change will take place for you, and change will take place for me. I would like to help you reunite with family members, relatives, neighbors, and so forth. I would like to work with you if you're willing to do the work. It's very important about some of the things that I talk about as far as conditioning, and conditioning is very important. Conditioning and being able to understand, ask questions, get answers, make choices, make decisions. Some of your decisions will have positive consequences, and some will have negative. But the one thing that you're never going to do, you're never going to give up on you. I'm going to make sure that you're not going to give up on you. I have worked with children, but I prefer everybody over 18. And when I say everybody over 18 is, I'm very serious about this. I'm very, very serious about life and death. There's nothing in between. Today, if you look at the news today, regardless of what state you're in, there's an epidemic that's crossing the country. And at the same time, a lot of people don't know. And I believe a lot of people must know. I'm willing to work with neighbors, parents, relatives, and I'm willing to work with the addict or the alcoholic. I'm willing to work with the person that has the addictive behaviors. One of the things that we point out is learning what addictive behavior is, what addictive thinking is. One of the things that I believe in is that I believe if I can give you some more information, then you can make better decisions. And I think that's very important. Well, that's enough about me. If you want to ask a few more questions, and I'm willing to answer. But the main thing is I'm willing to help save a life. It might be your life, it might be your loved one's life, but I'm willing to help. So, until the next video, love, serve, and support you first. And I will do my best to love, serve, and support you. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Don't forget to give your comments. Don't forget to hit this, like or dislike. But again, I'm willing to give you everything I got. So until then, until the next video, love, serve, and support.